Hello again, Poppets. I hope you are all doing well. Myself stayed home from work with a migraine today, which spent most of the day trying to get rid of that. Luckily, that disappeared. So now I find myself at 11:20 in the evening, and I was like, oh, I should make a video for this week. So here I am. So yes, I'm excited to be back. I'm excited to be doing this again. I know my last video really wasn't that long, and well, um, I lost my job at the gaming company, which was a humongous disappointment on my side. It was not something that I did. It wasn't anything like me getting fired or anything. Unfortunately, the games that I worked for continually did bad, and we were kind of like the last man standing. We were the last defense, and finally, the 10 of us that were left, they decided that they were going to farm out our jobs, and after 4 years, they closed our department down and laid us off. So I was suddenly adrift in the middle of nowhere with no purpose anymore. Like, my job was the whole reason that I moved to Virginia from Maryland in the first place. So here I was suddenly finding myself back in the job market. 4 years at a video game company, the only video game company in this area that was hiring anyway. Um, didn't really know what to do. Went adrift for a while, found myself at retail all over again. I did more time at Hot Topic. I went back to my roots, I guess you could say. Met some awesome people, had a blast. They were some really great people that I worked with. The hour drive there every day to and from was not enjoyable though, and I also found out that working retail and being on your feet though all day, every day when you're in your 30s, not enjoyable. While I did lose 7 pounds, I was habitually sore. I was miserable, and I was making peanuts. I was making under $30,000 a year. So as you can imagine, the lifestyle of a 30-something-year-old male, as opposed to when he was 20, is vastly different and more expensive. So it was a miserable few months when I was trying to make every last penny count. But I did find myself a job that pays well. I'm working at a t-shirt company now. It is not what I saw myself doing. It's not something that, if you had told me that I was going to be going back into call center customer service again, I would have looked you in the face and shot you. But it pays the bills. It's enjoyable. It was a surprise, but I do find myself enjoying it. Still dealing with a little bit of a commute, not really that much fun, 45 minutes a day, because traffic sucks, because Highway 66 in Virginia should be renamed to 666. Other than that, now that I've kind of caught you up, haven't really had much going on. I turned 34 on the 18th, and luckily I'm aging well. Yes, yes, yes. It's all the virgin blood that I bathe in every full moon. Um, let's see. I guess I find myself discontent, and I've been discontent for quite some time now, and I've been trying to figure out why. Um, it's really funny. I've been researching my family tree and looking back the history, and I've mapped my my ancestors all the way back to like 1600. And while I was doing it, I started like reading stories about the times that they lived, and times before technology, and it put things into perspective for me. And I realized I pretty much spend 9 hours a day sitting in front of a computer, and then I come home and do the exact same thing. I can't remember the last time one of my friends actually called me and had a conversation that was longer than, "Hey, I'll be there soon. Hey, where are you?" 2 minutes long. Um, I just realized that I'm like attached to my computer with a ball and chain, and that my circle of friends has vastly diminished compared to what it was years ago. I don't really go out and do much. I don't really have much of a life outside of the internet, and even my life on the internet isn't that exciting. Um, Facebook, YouTube now, obviously, again, but without YouTube, it was pretty much Facebook, the same news sites, and streaming movies and watching movies, and then I would sit here and I'd be like, why am I not meeting somebody? Why am I not doing things? And it's because I just don't do it. So the internet has completely plugged me in. I am 100% plugged in, and I have no purpose, it feels like, to go out and not purpose, reason to go out and do something. So I'm trying to change that. Because the truth is like, while I'm happy with being alone, I'm happy with myself, at the same time, I'm in my 30s, and I would like to actually find someone to share my life with. Not someone that I'm just going to while away a few months with, or while away a year with, and then, both of us go our separate ways. It's time for the long haul. It's time for, someone that I can build a future with. But that being said, I need to have a life that is worth sharing with someone, that isn't just sitting on Facebook every day, all day. So I'm trying to do things that will enrich my life. The Family Tree Project being one of them. Um, I'm trying to get back into my writing. I'm just trying to do things that are not computer related. Video games in front of my TV don't count. Not doing a lot, but I'm just trying. You know, going to the library, reading a book, going out for drives at night. Kind of soul searching, I guess, because that's the bottom line. Is I'm lost. I'm sure many of you might be able to identify with this. You don't have to be in your 30s, you can be in your 20s. We get to periods in our lives where we're just like, things are no longer what they used to be, and change has happened without you realizing it, and you wake up one day and you're like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm not depressed. So don't get me wrong, I'm not depressed. I'm just kind of like thoughtful and trying to figure out exactly what choices I made that led my life to be like this, and where I kind of lost my way. So I guess I'm kind of stumbling through the woods of life right now, trying to find a path. And I'm sure I will. I'm confident that I will. But one of the things that I've come to realize is that there's probably not going to be that big fairy tale romance that I've been dreaming of my entire life. You know, there's not going to be that explosion of fireworks. It's the perspective that I have now is it's all about the little things. You're never going to be happy if you're constantly waiting for the big thing, whatever it is that big thing is that's going to make you happy. Because let me tell you something, if that big thing does happen, you're just going to start looking forward to the next big thing. That's why I'm finding that it's better not to look forward to certain big things and not appreciate the things in between. You need to do the opposite. You need to focus on the little joys that you have, whether it's a lazy morning spent with your cat or a conversation with your friends where you're laughing, a really good song on the radio on your way to work that puts you in a good mood. These are the kind of things that you need to enjoy, because these are the things that make up life. As human beings, I feel like we are so always intent on the next big thing, the pursuit of perfection, as it were. And it really bogs you down. It kind of can destroy you. And I've realized that my entire life I've had this feeling like I just needed to devour everything. Like I was the flame that was burning the brightest and I was dying out and I just needed to devour everything before I went out. And that was my 20s and my teens. And now in my 30s, I'm just kind of like, I don't want to go fast paced anymore. I don't want to go party until the morning. I want to go sit in a coffee house sipping a latte and reading Shakespeare and people watching, that sort of thing. I'm just rambling here, but bottom line, Poppets, I'm in a different perspective and I'm trying to be an adult, I guess. I'm trying to find joy in my life by the little things that I've avoided in the past or that I didn't enjoy as much. It's hard, don't get me wrong, because 30 some years of looking for the big bang and expecting the next wonderful romance, and that's the thing, is like the romance department, I just kind of expect I'm going to meet somebody and it's going to happen, but the truth is the best kind of them, it's not the ones where it's love at first sight, it's the ones where you have a bunch of small interactions, you go on a few dates, and then one day you kind of wake up and you're like, oh, I really care about this person. But yeah, I'm rambling again. I don't know. It's an interesting journey, and I'm curious to see where it goes, and I'm happy to have you all along there with me. But I do hope you like this candor. I hope you like the new style that I'm going for, because I'm not here to entertain you. If I entertain you by my videos without trying, then awesome. I'm here for me. I am here to have someone to talk to when I don't have someone to talk to, or have someone who won't talk back when I just want to vent. And I'm here just to express myself, bottom line. So I do hope you like it, though, because I'm curious to see the type of comments and discussions that might come from just sharing my life and having this kind of like raw, open and honest communications with you guys. This is one of the things that I'm doing to try and enrich myself, because I feel like so many hours are wasted on YouTube for stupid videos that have no meaning. I know I personally have spent many nights surfing YouTube looking at various music videos or comedy videos or shit like that, and then I look at the clock and it's 4 a.m. and nothing that I have done was enriching. It was just a quick fix. So I guess in a way here, I'm trying to offer other avenues of thought-provoking entertainment without trying or something. I don't know. I'm rambling. I think you guys get me. You guys are awesome. So yeah, leave me comments, and if you have questions that you want me to answer, if you have anything that you'd like me to talk about, I am open to suggestions. Can't promise you that I will. We'll see, but like I said, I would love to start a discourse here with you guys, get to know all of you better. So yeah, until then, I will talk to you.